Boom! Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm your host Dk10. This is the final round. We're all a little bit late getting this done, but I have been so busy. So busy. It's unbelievable. I've been moving rooms while working, setting up rigs, trying to get work done as well, tables and all that. We did run the rerun of the rerun. We did the rerun last night. For the Grandmasters, waiting for tables for them. That's all been sent off. Get them over. That will be done when he's finished work, more or less, or when he's got 10 minutes. We'll get them done. So the anticipation is there for the boys. But we are here at Bathurst for the final. And the champ, you just see there in second place, DMK Aldo after 10 minutes qualifying. Qualifies second. But the chalk coming round in the M4 BMW is in first place here at Bathurst. Looking good is the chalk. There is the Iceman, the Flying Scotsman, the man with many names, is in second place in the 458. Dazzler in the Aston Martin qualifies third. Ricky J, Wrecking Ball there in fourth place. Suicide Sam is in the Jaguar. And we have got number one Pops in the Trophy McGann. And we will talk about that a little bit later on. That's just my phone. Obviously it is work, but yeah, it can wait just a little bit. As you do. But this is the final of WTC. This was run on a Tuesday night. It is a bit a week late, or just over a week late, but boys have been asking and asking. I've been meaning to get it done, but we're going to get it done right now. Oh, we're not. Oh, thank you very much, my man. Thank you very much. I love it. You know who we will start with? We'll start with Wrecking Ball in fourth place. We'll get a good look down into turn one, as you do. Let's get it underway. Let's go. The crowd waiting in anticipation. Where are the lights? I can't see them. We're just going to go by revs. And the revs are up. A bit of TC on the boss. And we're away. The Duracell machine is away and got the jump on Dazzler already. Is in the slip. Aldo's got first place already. Into turn one. Running it out wide is Ricky J. Chalk getting it sideways. Dropping down like a chart topper all the way down the back of the order. Suicide Sam side by side with Dazzler as well. Heading up the mile long straight. I should really put all the corner names up on here. But as you know, I'm not a pro. I do it DK10 style, as you do. Oh wow, well, fired it straight up there. Suicide Sam. Says it in the name, what? Says it in the name. Where is it now? He's right down the order here. In the sixth place. The brake pedal is on the left, but it's on the left. Let's get them views of look at that. Jaguar survived that. British engineering that. Survived the wall at Bathurst. But Aldo leading the way. Got a little bit of a gap as well from Dazzler's in second place. Come through the park. First park anyway, coming through into second place, park down towards the dipper. See how the 458 navigates this pretty well. Aldo does look a bit of Bathurst, got to be said. We've been here a few times this season. It seems to be a bit of a favourite in the DK10 community right now. There's Bathurst running it pretty well. Did bring the boss around here, the Mustang. It was pretty good, to be fair. It was pretty good with Aldo leading away from Dazzler. And the Chalk's made his way back up to third place. Wrecking Ball Racing's down in fourth. Suicide Sam, the kamikaze pilot himself, is in fifth place. And number one Pops is in sixth in the trophy. We'll get mugged off down the straight, but if he gets in the slip out the final corner, we'll do him well. He'll be quick through the park, through sector 2, definitely, with all that aero on that trophy. And speaking of trophies, we are back for Premier League Season 2. Starts on Sunday night. We are live there as well. We have got the trophy for the league car. And with a bit of a twist, we are doing the FA Cup. Oh, number one Pops locks up the rear axles there and gets it sideways heading into the final corner. Oh, it was brave. He was brave. He was very brave. But Suicide Sam got a little bit of a gap there, up to fifth. Yes, we are running the Trophy McGann for the league car in the Premier League this season. But to spice it up just a little bit, we've got bonus round on week 2. We got bonus round on week 4. We got bonus round on, well, the final bonus round on week 6. That is running the Group 3 Beetle. That is in your away kits. It's a FA Cup elimination night. That's what it is. Trophies up for grabs there as well. There's still a few spots on the grid if you want to get involved. Portsmouth are signed up. Barcelona are coming to the front. So we will see. Last season's winner was DDR Luton Town. Luton Town Premier League champions, defending as well. Going into Sunday. Little 6 weeks as you do. It's going to be absolutely blessed. But Aldo is under pressure from Dazzler now in second place. Dazzler bringing a bit of a beastly unit here to Bathurst this evening as we head down into the crazy dipper. Everybody will go purple. Navigating it quite well and angling it quite well is Dazzler. Oh, saying that, clipping the wall there on the way out. Surprised that didn't go alright. Surprised GT Physics didn't take over and mug him clean off. But Chalk's in third place in the Beamer. Not doing too bad. It's pretty lonesome there in third. He's got a gap all the way around him. And then Ricky J in the boss. He's running the hard tyres. You do have to run 2 compounds of tyre. It is a 40-minute race. So that will... Hence the reason why it's down in fourth and a little bit slower than everybody else. The Jaguar is on racing softs. And racing mediums for Pops as well. And he's got more fuel than Suicide Sam. Aldo's on the racing mediums. Dazzler's on the racing softs. That's why he's catching as well. You do have to run 2 different compounds in this league. And if you run out of fuel, you get demoted to last place. If you cross the line with no fuel, because obviously you didn't finish the race, the computer did. So yes, please make sure you finish with fuel in thy car and under your own steam. It was introduced halfway through the season due to a couple of drivers finishing with no fuel and still taking maximum points. So yeah, we introduced it halfway through. We did do it a couple of seasons back, because in a real race you wouldn't finish. You wouldn't finish if you ran out of fuel. So it's just the way GT gets you over the line. But yeah, Dazzler's currently in second place and tracking Aldo like a good, and who's doing really well on their mediums. Got to be said. Chalk's not too far behind now either. They're more or less on the same bit of tarmac. He's on the racing mediums as well. So it does take 2 or 3 laps to warm the carcass of these tyres up. Now, I thought it was a myth. It's actually a thing. You do have to warm the carcass of these tyres up. But obviously if you sit in the pits and you've noticed if tyre wears on in certain leagues that you're in, and you sit in the pits long enough, your tyres will go cold. They will go blue. They have blue rings around them. So yeah, it is a thing to warm your tyres up straight off the grid. Yeah, there's a thing. So we will see how Chalk gets on the mediums. And number 1 Pops has gained 2 spots. He's now up to 4th with Suicide Sam behind on the racing softs and getting the corkscrew, the dipper, all kinds of wrong. That's going to bring Ricky J in the Mustang onto his back end. Good on fuel as well, that boss is. Group 4 especially. The Group 3 not so much. We did hear a big tyre squeal. It's Suicide Sam as well, getting that exit all kinds of wrong. It is in the slip of the Mustang, and will pull warp mile an hour as well behind that Mustang. Racing sauce, you think he'd be up the road, but he is a new driver in the DMK rank, so you know, he's only joined a couple of weeks ago. DMK Aldo's buddy, I do believe. Suicide Sam, Big Will. So yeah, we shall see how he gets on. And Aldo's still nursing that gap. Who is this trying to bum me now? Sorry boys. Got voice messages. What's this? Being drafted into what? What? Oh yes, we do have. That's what they're on about. What they've been drafted into. They haven't been drafted into anything. They've been brought in. We have got a TVT coming up. A team versus team event. It'll be on a Friday night. As you know, I don't normally do it on a Friday night. I don't normally race. It's family time. I haven't even told the wife yet. So that's how great I am. TVT against P1. We are looking forward to getting that underway as well. That is 1 race their way, 1 race our way. I do believe it's being held on GT7. Cars and tracks and that haven't been finalised yet. So We've got our drivers as well, and we've got a good list of drivers. Our end, got to be said. Got to be said. We have got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 champions from the Dk10 side, and who has won championships in the DK as well, racing for us. None other than the double champ himself, the Aldo, the Iceman, the Flying Scotsman. He is in the TVT, obviously he's a DMK boy himself. Dazzler is racing in the TVT. Chalky is racing in the TVT, a champion himself. So yeah, he won the Group 4. Just remember, he won the Group 4 team manufacturers drivers championship, but due to his teammate not getting enough points, that left the door wide open for Team Mazda, who became the manufacturers champions as well. That was me and the Sky. That's the only trophy I've won, you know, since I've been running DK. That's the only trophy I've won is the manufacturers. And speaking of the manufacturers, DDR Atalad and Oskis, AMG manufacturers champions. And he did in the chat, because obviously one of the drivers who was leading the championship had to go for a medical emergency on the night, so he voided his championship, drivers championship, which was great sportsmanship. We have ordered that one back, but we will send trophies over to the for the manufacturers championship. So Oskis has got a trophy coming. DDR Atalad has got another trophy coming after his Premier League win as well. I will get them sorted out soon as I can. So yes, back to the action. So look at these tyres. The medium's holding on pretty well. Dazzler just dropping back a bit. The front's getting a bit of wear on them now. As you can tell, getting a bit loosey-goosey in the Aston. And the chalk on his mediums as well. Used a bit more than Aldo, and used a bit more fuel than Aldo as well. M4 isn't that bad on fuel, to be fair, but it's the Conrod straight that gets you more than anything around here. The 2 straights, like a mile long, but fantastic nonetheless. Number 1 Pop's running wide. Running well. He's running well wide, entering park there. On the racing mediums as well, that car doesn't really react well on mediums, so it's probably why it's getting them out of the way. Running along first in, good on fuel. Tyre wear left rear, front rear and front right. Front rear and front right, who knew? Who knew? Rear right, it's early, I do apologise. Very early. I've been up since half 3, you know. I've been to work, already done a shift, I've got to go back at 3 and do another shift. So yeah. Yes. And boys, the Group 3s tonight. The Group 3s is back, sponsored by DM5 Vinyl Designs, our league sponsor, where you can get all our merchandise, you get hoodies and all that. I haven't updated the catalogue for the logo. That will be done soon, as I will send that down to DM5, where I've spoken about it. So that will be sent over. I will get the first one, obviously. But yeah, we shall see. And them racing odds, look at them, they look creme de la creme, and he's on half a tank of fuel as well. Running to a time of 2:19.1 so far. 2:17 is his best. So he might be just coasting and biding his time in the boss. Oh, we're lap 5 now. Suicide Sam, the kamikaze pilot himself, chewing them tyres. Chewing up his fuel tanker as well. Crucified them, hasn't he? Wow, 2:17.4 though is on par with the car in front of him so far. 2:15, not bad at all. 2:13s, 2:14s for Aldo. So only a second off the leading pace of Suicide Sam. That's good. That is good. Chalk has done Dazzler as well. He's 90 to 2:14s. Been there and thereabouts. 2:13, 2:14s. On the medium as well. That's good. They're going to get faster. And them tyres are short. Daz, it's time to get them off. Probably want to stretch it out for another 3 minutes or so. But don't want to lose too much time to the leaders up front, which I think is just dropping back like a chalk topper. Another one Pops, a bit of low mowing on his way through to the dipper. Yeah, that will be a big time penalty. Probably about half a second there. Literally cut all that and all that. Yeah, there's your 1 second time penalty. You can suspend them at Morrison's, Tesco, Sainsbury's, all that little. Yeah. Tuck shop on your way through. Yeah, them mediums not working well on them trophy. But he's in 4th place. It's not a bad peg. Ricky J is in 5th. Them racing odds. There's 3 smoking them tyres up again in the Jag. Not getting that right. That'll exit out of there to get the Conrad. All over the shop, that car is. Is he on pad? Driving on pad, not getting the full rotation of the car. We'll see if he, excuse me, we'll see if he pits in this lap. Get them off because they are lit, absolutely, yeah, glowing red right there. That'll be down to the carcass of the tyres soon. That I'd get it in the pits. No, he's going to risk it for a biscuit. He's going to go again, although the car gets all out of shape into the final corner. Not getting the purchase he wants. Bouncing around, flat spotting them tyres up like a kipper. But it's Aldo leading the way from Chalk, who's not too far behind that. Aldo just picked his pace up to 213.8, and Chalk's 213.6 and 214 dead that time around. He's got a quarter of a tank against Aldo's 1.25. So 458, hanging on to its fuel quite well. I have got a Barcelona livery to do as well. I will get the tables done for the team manufacturers. I do those ones. The Skyver does the Grandmaster. There's some of you know we did run a Grandmaster series. Bit of controversy throughout the final couple of races, but it's all sorted out, it's all done with, dealt with. The protagonist turned up, we raced yesterday, we got it done and dusted out of the way. Aldo taking race 1 as well, and race 2. So yeah, good night for the Aldo, the Flying Scotsman. Not a bad run at all. Just see Chalk there in the background as well, going pretty well. Mediums are better on the 458 than the Ferrari. All just locking up the fronts there. Probably running a little bit too much front brake bias. I run rear brake bias here. I find it helps me the way I drive anyway. I'm a bit cooking Captain Leadfoot. And that Suicide Samba just that little bit clean. Well, I try to be anyway. Kamikaze one around here the other week. I'm surprised it come off, to be honest. It was very brown trouser moment. It would have caused a whole host of chaos. But yeah, it was good. So not bad, not bad. The final round of the team manufacturers here for the hour. It was really good. It was very good. AMGs was just electric around here. Aston Martin didn't go too bad either. Chalk goes purple sector 1. Basler's still not in the pits yet, risking it on them tyres. Power sliding his way through his number 1. Pops in the trophy, getting a little bit sideways as well, as did Ricky J, booting it out in the first corner. You can see 4th place just in front of him, and he is at 2 seconds faster than the car in front. Is Ricky J, the Ann Summers sponsored machine, the Playboy himself. It was nice to see Ricky J in the lobby in the chat last night. It was great to have him back. Good. Didn't think I'd pull it off, but I took fastest lap on the final lap around the South yesterday in a Group 3 Mustang. As he wall rides again, that car, Team Jag's not going to be happy with you. He's been watching that NASCAR vid, hasn't he? It's like if you wall ride, it goes faster. GT physics won't allow you to do that here, mate. That NASCAR move, was it not the best thing since sliced bread? I thought it was absolutely brilliant. If you haven't seen it, there's a guy, right, fighting his way to getting through to this freaking championship or make the cut, whatever he's trying to do. But he absolutely did a computer drive, beamed it, gunned it, whatever you want to call it, your end, absolutely levered the freaking car out and ironed at it around the wall. It was fantastic. Wall riding at its best. Took up 5 spots as well, wall riding. And some of the comments through the actual cars that were looking at it and seeing it, saying it was straight out of a computer game. It bloody was, but it worked. It was fantastic. It was brilliant. But it's not working here for Suicide Sam, who's trying a bit of wall riding, getting that car beat up. The tyres are chewed up. The fuel is run dry. And Chalk is in the pits. That's going to give Aldo some breathing space. That will... No, Dazzler's in now as well. Where is Ricky J? Coming down to the final corner. He has got another lap on that in that tank. And number 1 Pops has got a lap as well. So this is where you need to be precise, iron out the corners, keep it pretty lean and mean. Car is light, tyres still looking pretty good, to be fair. Them racing R's not even had a sniff yet. So I might be able to go again with 19 minutes gone as well. Not sure it'd be worth staying going in. It is mandatory. Chalk rejoins in 4th. Now he's on the racing softs. 21 minutes on these racing softs. We'll see how he nurses those around here, because they will drop off very quickly if you abuse them. On the racing softs, might want to run your bias just a little bit to the centre. Probably one each way, whichever. Suicide Sam has gave up the ghost. He's now in the pits getting a change of tyres and some fuel. Let's see what he comes out. It's a full tank of gas and some racing mediums. Let's hope the Jag angles well on the mediums. Aldo might. He's got a shade over half a quarter of a tank to pull this off, and he's been doing pretty well. Constant 214s, picked up the pace to a 213.8 when he needed to. Fancied a bit of lawn mowing just to entertain himself. So we'll see if he comes in this lap. It would be a risky one to go again, but he will iron out that. He wants to make more time up, and I'm sure he will as the rest of the drivers come down the Comrade straight. Ricky J will be in. Not sure about Pops. Probably got about 800 litres in the tank. Quickest laps of 2:15.4. But not too bad for the trophy around Bathurst this evening. No, he's now flashing red. That is pits for these two. Whereas the Chalk, he will take 2nd spot back. Is he fast enough to take pole? I don't think so. I don't think it's quick enough just yet, as Aldo is now heading up into the park. Pops, Ricky J is in the pits. Chalk will take 2nd place. What's the gap? What's the gap? Live timing. Where are we? Chalky boy. 41 seconds the gap. No, he's going to need at least 5 seconds a sector to stand a chance, or 6 to get Aldo in the pits. And Aldo to make a mistake, which is highly unlikely unless he runs out of fuel. Then he will run to a mile/an-hour time. But no. Dazzler then moves back up into the podium positions on the racing mediums. He's now up to 3rd place. Number 1 Pops, does he get the jump on Ricky J? No, Ricky J does re-enter the pits on the racing mediums. Number 1 Pops, racing softs. That trophy will do well. Now the track's warmed up on the racing softs, giving us a flash there as a Pops. Suicide Sam's got to slow down the penalty at 400. Let's go Pops, let's go. The Group 3s tonight, they are at Monza, the Autodrome of Speed, the home of the Tifosi. We are there tonight and we are live with that one. I don't race. Try and get some live comms in when I can. I do enjoy it. It's not bad. It's a good crack. And the iRacing on Tuesday is off to Okayama as Aldo pits now from the lead. Where is the Chalk? Exiting the park. He's got half a second to deal with. And down the Comrade we go. Tyres just coming out for Aldo. No sign of him entering his box yet. And tyres will be rapidly cooling down. They've been out of the tyre blankets for quite some while. We're in now. That's a slow by the Ferrari team there. Just like we've seen before. There's probably a mechanic somewhere sleeping on the job. Where is the truck? Heading down to the final corner, getting rid of that penalty. 100 litres of fuel going into Aldo's car with 23 minutes on the clock, 17 left to go, and Chalk currently still in second place. Aldo getting the jump. That gap has come down, right down to around, I would have a guess of around 5 seconds. Let's have a look. Well, you know, 2.6. It looks a bit bigger than that, as Aldo is already off and up the road. Let's just have a run through now. Everybody's on the stops. That is Aldo on 458 on racing softs and full tank of gas. Should be good to the end. 17 minutes. Chalk is on the racing softs and got 3/4 of a tank. Dazzler is on the racing mediums and got 3/4 of a tank as well. On the fastest lap of a 2:13.4 apparently on lap 2. Still not been beat. We shall see. Number 1 Pops is on the back of Ricky J right now. This will be close. We believe Ricky J is on the racing mediums and the fuel is low bearing on that Mustang. Number 1 Pops on the racing softs and has got all the aero in the world for these parts. Can't run it right, look for that switchback. We're trying around the outside. Try not to hit the wall, get it done under gearing as you're braking. Get it back right. I had to feather the throttle myself through here with the Aston Martin lift and dip. Let the nose dip in. He's having a look, he's all over the back end here. Let's get on board if we can. There we go. We're going to get great view of Wrecking Ball's rear end. Just like that. The Summers machine getting a bit of a bum touch there. And side by side heading into the dipper and gave that place up. Did Ricky J fought better. Oh, tyre squeal kicking in. Not too much. Kicks up the dirt, wides the wall and messed that one up. The curse of Dan Summers dildo didn't pay off. It was a reverse bum tap. It just didn't work. Got it out of shape. Got too excited. Got too excited, what? Who don't get excited when you go to Transformers? I know I do. We're like, whoop, let's go. And then we walk straight past. It's like one of them Brucey bonuses, like, look what you would have won. And like, what have I done wrong this time? Oh, deep on the brakes. Every time, every time. Got to see where his bias is. I'm guessing it's at the rear. Because that car is all over the shop. It's not comfortable at all around here. It's a Jaguar. I'm sure the Jaguar boss will be on the radio. Tell him to calm down. Take a breath, open the window. Take some paracetamol and come back again in the morning. Suicide Sam's in 6th. Aldo still leading the way. Oh, Chalk's recovering from a mistake. I bet that was to bury the throttle into the exit. Didn't work. You can go sideways in that part of the circuit. Dazzler's in 3rd. Ricky J has got that trophy all over his back door again. Racing softs versus racing mediums. On the TC as well as Ricky J. Keeps the car stable. Let's plant just a little bit more power through this part of the section anyway. That would have been the corner that Chalk lost it on. Not running no TC was the Chalk. Put your foot down there, and because it's off camber, it will just light up your rears and spin you around. You've got to wait till the car is more or less in a straight line and off the corner. Just try and carry as much speed in before burying the throttle as we come through the park. We'll Pops navigate this just a little bit. It took a lot more curb there as well. Save some for the rest of us. Needs to be right on the ironing board of that Mustang heading out of here. And it's not too bad at all. Remember that Mustang has got pure straight line speed. It is one of the fastest cars on GT Sport in a straight line. Chalk in the pits again. Got half a tank of fuel. There's 13 minutes left. That's for a change of tyres. That's going to gift Dazzler second place. Interesting tactics from the truck here. He's in there. See if any fuel goes in. Big wall wounds on the front of the M4. Putting fuel in as well. Not sure he'll need a lot, if any. Sitting on the fastest lap currently as well as a truck on a 212. Fresh set of racing softs. He did run a racing mediums first time around, so he is allowed to run 2 sets of racing softs. And Wrecking Ball, Ricky J still holding off the charging number 1 Pops for a 5th and 4th. For the best sector there by Pops. 58 milliseconds. Just need to bide your time. Oh, into the wall goes Ricky J. Pops is having a look round the outside as well. A little bit of a squeeze, tries to get the racing line. They are meant to run radar when they're racing. Obviously we can't prove if they are or not, but normally you can tell when they're racing if they just turn in and yeah, you know the difference between running it and not running it. But on certain tracks I did notice as well, you get too close to a car like that and you triangle, just like one triangle, like there's nothing outside here. It's done it to me a few times. I think Monza's one of the tracks that does it on one of the corners. It's mad, absolutely mad how it works, but yeah, it's meant to be run anyway. I've had a few good side-by-side fights using radar, just to guesstimate how close you are to the car and whereabouts it is, on your rear, on your side, on your rear quarter. It's just, it's good racing. It's really good. So we're coming into the final 10 minutes. Ricky J down to 5th after that little excursion. Suicide Sam is chewing up his mediums, got just under half a tank of fuel. Aldo's looking good on the racing soft so far. Into the 2:13.2s. Dazzler is in second place, he's in the 2:15, it's sub 2 seconds a lap slower, but he is on mediums. And the chalk is on a fresh set of racing softs. I'm currently holding the fastest lap of a 2:12.8. Oh, excuse me. What can he do with 8 minutes left? It's not a big gap that he's got behind him or in front of him. It is now 11 seconds to Dazzler, who's got 21 to Aldo, so it's 32 seconds off the lead is the chalk right now. 32 seconds. It don't look that big. Aldo going through the park, no issues at all. Pops has cleared Ricky J, now he's off and up the road, pulling a second or two. And there's Ricky J, he's in 5th in the boss. Suicide Sam 6th in the J, but Aldo leading the way on a good set of racing softs. Plenty of fuel in the tank with 8 minutes left to go. It's been a stellar drive. We did have more drivers in the lobby, but due to unforeseen circumstances, it did die off pretty quick. But it is what it is. Monday nights we are doing Vigor, or whatever you want to call it. It's a free deal, free game on the PS Store. I have had a word with some boys on the PC and see if we can get a private match of TVT going on there. So I want to bring different games to our page and our streams and things like that, but I will be streaming my POV of Vigor on Monday nights. So yeah, if you want to nip in and say hi, check us out. Rocket League, I did put a Q&A in the Dk10 sim page. See what games you would like to see. Someone is asking pool, snooker, why not? Rocket League looks good, never really gave it a go, so it's free at the moment on PS as well, so DLC got that downloaded, as has Aldo, who's currently leading the way here. That will become a league as well. That'll be private matches, more or less football kind of table, played, won, drawn, things like that. For and against will determine where you are on the table and all things like that. So yeah, new games, new leagues, all coming up, and a big turnaround after Christmas as well. I'm not going to go too mad as we're in November already, but we've got to have a big turnaround, get things sorted out. So yeah, can't wait for that, can't wait. Looking forward to actually sitting down and having a shoot 'em up rather than coming up here and doing racing every day, just to spice it up just a little bit. Oh, and eFootball as well. eFootball on the PS Store is free. It's only way to describe it is poor man's FIFA. You know? So if you're on the dole, you can't afford FIFA 23, go and get eFootball. Same sort of thing. It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Commentary is pretty good as well, to be fair. Commentary is pretty good. For free, can't complain. No complaints at all. So, 6 minutes left to go. Aldo led this race from start to finish, been sublime, the double champ. Is currently leading there at Bathurst in the final. Won this championship a few rounds ago, I do believe. A few rounds ago. Still waiting on the final table for clarification. But that is done by the Joyce, the comedian of the group. But yeah, it has been confirmed that Aldo did win the league about 2 rounds ago. So racing for fun is the Aldo, showing off his pace and skills, navigating Bathurst very well. Dazzler is in second place, certainly grew into his own as Dazzler as well. Pace has kind of leaps and bounds. He's been with us less than about 6 months. Brand new to sim racing at the time, but absolutely clawed pace as well. It is getting quicker all the time as Dazzler, as you can see, mixing up with the boys. Chalk as well, got another fastest lap in the 2:12.827, sitting in third place on the racing softs, and he looks good to the end. 5 minutes to go. Number 1 pops in the trophy McGann. Fastest lap was a 2:14.415 racing softs. Pretty worn down the right side, but looking good nonetheless. Ricky J, a couple of seconds down the road, he's on 2:15.579. But he's on the racing mediums. Hasn't run a soft tyre as Ricky J this evening. Quite surprised around Bathurst, but you know, tyre wear on the softs around here is pretty high because you've got this part 1, part 2, the dip up, and you want to try and power out of a corner like that. Get it sideways just the once, it will just shred your tyres. So it's probably why he's running the odds and the mediums. It's kind of sitting in 5th place right now. And Suicide Sam, we've seen him earlier on going up the first straight, then power drived his way through and goes straight into the wall, just like he did just then. Yeah, it's for the fans, doing it for the fans. That's what he's doing. Suicide Sam is in 6th on chewed up racing mediums, and he will have to pit again. Jaguar just rocking for fun. He is new, so we'll let it slide this season. He is new. Good luck. Inside going, I can hear a beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. This fucking door is alarm going off. He has an alarm going off at this time. What time is it? Just 10:30, and she's got an alarm going off. She's at freaking school, for God's sake. Kids, eh? Fucking kids. That's a fucking weekend along. Has to be. So where's the fight? Dazzler's got a bit of air in front of him now. I don't think he's going to catch Aldo anytime soon, but 37 minutes on the clock. And the Chalk is on a freshly set of racing softs compared to Dazzler's warm mediums. And Chalk is 8/10 off his best. So, but going great Scots. What's his gap to Dazzler? 4.9 seconds this lap around. I reckon he's got this one and one more lap to get Dazzler. The number 1 Pops has got Ricky J not too far behind him. What's his gap and what has he got to do? Ricky J is 4 seconds off number 1 Pops as well. So Might get this lap and one more. That's where the boys need to be. That's the sections part 1. We'll just get in there as well, entering part 1 into part 2. As is already down to the dipper. See how Chalk navigates this dipper in the M4 BMW. There's a little bit of an M4. There's a Chalk. He does like it around Spa-Francorchamps, just like myself. I do love Spa-Francorchamps in the M4, gotta be said. I think it's a very good car, the M4. Good all round for anybody that's new to sim racing. And there is Dazzler. That is Dazzler heading down Conrad Street. Looks like Chalk was catching pretty quick then, didn't he? Another purple sector as well. 35 milliseconds to the good, and that is Suicide Sam in the pits, late on the brakes. Lift it, get it turned in, ride all the apex out. There we go. That gap's not 4 seconds no more, is it? About all. Nah, that's definitely not 4 seconds. This is going to be the last lap for these boys. This is going to be the last lap. That is another fastest sector as well for the Chalk. That's number 1 Pops. In 4th Ricky J, just coming over the crest as well, down into the final corner. Will he get another lap? Number 1 Pops is going again for the final lap. Dare say Ricky J will get one in as well. Number 1 Pops, 1.5 seconds penalty. He's already gone through. He is a lap down, so it's Aldo. He's going to lead us over the line, I do believe. Oh, just cut back as well, trying to lose a penalty, getting it all kinds of wrong and out of shape. The Jaguar just not having fun here this evening. 1.4 still to lose. Aldo going through part, down towards the dipper. Navigated it really well, as he has done all race. It is the final lap. It is confirmed. 18 laps around here. And Chalk has caught the Dazzler. Second place would be good. Might want to hang on to the back of him down the straight and get it done into the right left. Chalk using all the track there, letting the car run out wide. Don't want to fight it too much. Don't want to straighten it or stiff it up either. Don't want to let it roll and coast. Get it back up with Aldo. He has got one more corner to go. The WTC champion Aldo finishes the race in first place here at Bathurst, the home of the V8s. Congratulations, Aldo. Stellar drive, mate. Stellar drive. And he got his 360 spot on as well. Wasn't premature about that one. Congratulations, champ. And Chalk has got that move done where, and now I said, now he's got to defend from Dazzler. Across the line, yellow flag, that's just Aldo's spin. Chalk then, stellar driver as well, taking fastest lap, second place. Congratulations, Dazzler will come out in third. Number 1 Pops has got to fend off the boss. Just only a few corners left to go. Done well to catch up with Ricky J on the mediums as well. He is light on fuel. He'll keep an eye on the little gauge to the right hand side there as well. Number 1 Pops, stellar drive, mate. A few excursions. He might have been a bit further down the road for a few of those, but 4th place, brilliant drive. 5th comes Ricky J. Hey, talking about the champ, he's in the chat. He's in the chat. Yes, congratulations, champ, on your WTC championship. It was a good little league. You're right, mate. It was good. We're going to try and throw something together for upcoming Tuesdays for those on the PS. Due to myself, I run the iRacing side on a Tuesday night, so we're going to get the PS Boys the league going. What it will be, one may never know. We may never know, but watch this space. Like I said, we've got new leagues coming thick and fast. So, just a quick recap. Aldo is your WTC champion. We are waiting on results for the Grandmaster. So we shall see how that one pans out. But coming up this evening, tonight, from around 7:45, we have got the Group 3s. That is back and sponsored by DM5 Vinyl Designs. That is a single drivers championship. Sunday night is season 2 of the Premier League with the new FA Cup sprint elimination. That is a bonus round. Monday night is Vigo. We will be starting Vigo on Monday nights. I'll get something sorted out for the boys on a Tuesday. Rocket League is coming. eFootball is coming as well. All coming new to DK10. Sim community and gaming page. If you want to find out what we're about, just head over Facebook, DK10 Sim community and gaming page. You'll find everything you need to know on there. All the leagues that are up and coming. Whether you're new, we can be 5 weeks into a season. You can still join in a 6-week season. Get a feel for it. See what the lobby's like. See what the boys are like. Join the chat. We do have a chat room open where the banter is always blessed. So yeah, get involved. Get involved. And we have a TVT coming up. This is the pride of sim racing community where 2 teams go head to head. You know, it's not about bragging rights or like that. It's more promotional work for advertising yourselves and getting yourselves out there. You know, that's what it's about. We do love a good TVT. That's coming soon as well, so watch this space. Anyway, I've got more work to do. I've been DK10. This has been a WTC Championship final. Peace.